Om Shanti, 16th of January 2025, Morning Murli, Baptada Madhuban. Essence, sweet children, keep a chart of remembrance. The more you imbibe the habit of staying in remembrance, the more your sins will be cut away, and the closer you will come to your karmadi stage. Question: which four things can indicate whether you have written an accurate chart or not? Answer: first, your personality. Second, your behavior. Third, your service. Fourth, your happiness. From looking at these four aspects, Baptada can tell whether you are writing your chart accurately or not. The charts of the children who do service in museums and exhibitions, of those whose behavior is royal and who experience limitless happiness, will definitely be good. Song: O man, see your face in the mirror of your heart. Om Shanti. You children hear the song. You should also understand the meaning of it. As to how many sins still remain and how many charitable acts you have accumulated, that is, how long the soul has to become Sadhopradhan, you can understand to what extent you have become pure. Some write in their charts that they stayed in remembrance for 2 to 3 hours, and some write that they stayed in remembrance for 1 hour. This is very little. If you have less remembrance, you will have fewer sins cut away. There are still a great many sins that have not been cut away. Souls are called living beings. Therefore, the Father says, O souls, now ask yourselves, taking this into account, how many of your sins have been cut away. You can understand from your charts to what extent you have become charitable souls. The Father has explained that you will attain your karmadic stage and the end. By staying in remembrance, it will become a habit and more of your sins will then continue to be cut away. You have to check yourself as to how long you stay in remembrance of the Father. It is not a question of telling lies in this, but you do have to check yourself. If you write out your chart and give it to Baba, Baba can very quickly tell whether your chart is accurate or not. By seeing your personality, your behavior, the service you do, and your happiness, Baba can very quickly understand what your chart is like. Who are the ones who stay in constant remembrance? Those who remain busy in doing service at the museums and exhibitions. There is constant coming and going at the museums. In Delhi, many continue to come, and so you have to give the Father's introduction again and again. For example, when you tell some that very few years remain before destruction, they say, how can that be possible? You should tell them instantly that it is not we who say this, but that it's God who say this. God version would definitely be the truth. Therefore, the Father explains, keep telling them again and again. This is Shiv Baba's Srimad. We are not saying this. This is his Srimad. He is the truth. Firstly, you definitely have to give them the Father's introduction. This is why Baba has told you have to write on everyone's picture versions of God Shiva. He tells us everything accurately. We did not know this. We are telling you because the Father has told us this. Sometimes it is published in the newspapers that so and so has predicted the future and say that destruction will come very soon. You are now the children of unlimited Father. There are the unlimited Brahma Kumars and Brahma Kumaris of Prajapita Brahma. You can tell them that you are the children of the unlimited Father. He is the purifier, the ocean of knowledge. You first have to make them understand this aspect firmly and then move on. Shiv Baba has said that the intellect of the Yadavas and the Kauravas have no love for God and that time of destruction. You children will benefit when you continue to mention Shiv Baba's name and continue to remember him. Continue to explain to others that which the Father has explained to you. The charts of those who do service would be good. They are remain busy, service for 8 hours throughout the day, and they must be taking 1 hour's rest. At least they remain busy serving for 7 hours. You can understand that a lot of their sins are being absolved. The Father would surely have love for the serviceable children who give the Father's introduction repeatedly to many. The Father sees the ones who are benefiting many others. They are concerned day and night to bring benefit to many. To bring benefit to many means to benefit yourself. It is those who bring benefit to many who will win a scholarship. This is the business of your children. You have to become a teacher and show the path to many. First of all, you have to imbibe this knowledge completely. If you do not bring benefit to anyone, it is understood that is not your fortune. Some children say, Baba, free us from having to go to work so that we can become engaged in doing service. Baba then sees whether you are really worthy of doing service and whether you are free from bondage. Only then would he say that it is better for you to become engaged in doing service and bring benefit to many rather than earning to 500 to 10,000 rupees. But only if you are free from bondage, then Baba would only give this advice of if he sees that you are serviceable. Serviceable children are invited here. They are and everywhere. Students study at school. This too is a study. These directions are not common. The truth means the one who speaks the truth. We are explaining this to you according to your Srimad. It is only now that you can receive God directions. The Father says, you now have to return home. Now, claim your unlimited inheritance of happiness. You have been claiming your inheritance every cycle because heaven is established every cycle. No one else knows that this world cycle lasts for 5,000 years. Human beings are in total darkness, whereas you are now in total light. Only the Father establishes heaven. It has been remembered that even when the haystack was set ablaze, people still continued to sleep in the sleep of ignorance. Just look what human beings are doing nowadays. They remove someone's heart and replace it with another. They put in a lot of effort to achieve that. But what is the benefit of it? Maybe they will be able to keep that one alive for a few days longer. Many people learn occult powers, but there is no benefit in that. People remember God for Him to come and make them into the masters of the pure world. They say, we are experiencing a great deal of sorrow in this impure world. In the golden age, there is no questions of illness, etc., of sorrow. You now claim a very high status through the Father. Human beings here also receive a high degree by studying. They remain very happy. You children now know that they will only live for a few days more. There is a huge burden of sins on everyone's head. They will experience a great deal of punishment. Although they do consider themselves to be impure, they don't think that it's sin to indulge in vice, and they become sinful. They say that the family ashram path has continued to from the beginning. It is explained to you them. That is, it was the pure household path in the golden age and silver age, and that there were any sinful souls at that time. Here, all are sinful souls. This is why they are all experiencing sorrow. Here, there is only temporary happiness. People become ill and die. Death is standing with an open mouth. People suddenly have heart failure. The happiness here is like the droppings of a crow. There you have limitless happiness. You become the masters of the whole world. There will be no sorrow of any kind. It, it will not be too hot or too cold. It will constantly be spring. Even the elements remain in order. Heaven is heaven. There is a difference of the day and night. You call out to the Father to establish heaven, to come and establish a new world, and me make you pure. Therefore, God Shiva speaks, should be written on every fixture. Through this, you will repeatedly remember Shiv Baba whilst giving this knowledge to others. In the service, you do not museums and exhibitions. Yoga and this knowledge are combined. By staying in remembrance, you will have intoxication. You become pure and make the whole world pure. When you have become pure, you will definitely need a pure world at the end because it will be the time of settlement. Everyone's accounts will be settled. I have now inaugurate a new world for you, and so you then have to continue to open branches. No one except the Father can lay the foundation of the new world of heaven. Therefore, you should remember such a Father. The number of people continues to grow. The population continues to increase. Everything continues to increase. The whole tree has become completely decayed. Those who belong to your religion will emerge. All are number wise. Not everyone can study the same extent. Some only claim 1 mark out of the 100. If you only hear a little and receive 1 mark, you will still go to heaven. This is an unlimited study that the unlimited Father teaches. Those who belong to this religion will emerge. Firstly, all of you have to return home to your land of liberation. You will then continue to come down number wise. Some will continue to come down even until the end of Silver Age. Although many become Brahmins, not all of them will come in the Golden Age. They will come at the end of the Silver Age. All of these matters have to be understood. Baba knows that a kingdom is being established, and so not everyone would be constant. Variety is needed in kingdom. The subjects are called outside. Baba has explained that there is no need for advices, etc. There, Lakshmi and Narayan had received Srimad, through which they became that, and so they would not have to take advice from anyone. Now there are many advices. Here it is the rule of the people over the people. No two people's opinions are the effect. If a second one comes and has not understood, he would spoil everything. No two people's intellects are the same. Their all desires are fulfilled. You have received so much sorrow here. This is called a land of sorrow. You had stumbled a great deal on the path of devotion, inheritance of happiness. The Father has opened your intellect so much. People say that it is heaven for the wealthy and that the poor are in the hell. You know accurately what is the meant by heaven. In the golden age, no one would call out the merciful one to come. It is here that you call out to him and say, "Have mercy, liberate us." The Father takes everyone home to the land of peace and the land of happiness. On the path of ignorance, you too did not know anything. Those who are number one Tamo Pradhan become number one Sadhu Pradhan. This one is not praising himself. Only the one should be praised. He is the one who makes Lakshmi and Narayan like they are. God is the highest on high, and He also makes you elevated. Baba knows that not everyone will become elevated. Nevertheless, you still have to make effort. You come to here in order to become Narayan from an ordinary human. You say, "Baba, we will claim a sovereignty of heaven. We have come to listen to the story of the true Narayan." Baba says, "Acha, let there be roses on your lips. Now make effort." Not everyone will become Lakshmi or Narayan. A kingdom is being established. Many are needed in the royal family as well as in the families of subjects. Many come here and become amazed with this knowledge. They listen to this knowledge and also speak about it to others. However, then they divorce the father. Some still return here. Those who make good progress are able to climb high. It is the power who surrenders themselves. You should not remember your bodies or anyone else. Their destination is very high. If you have a relationship with anyone, you would definitely remember that one. In that case, how good would you remember the Father? Your intellect should be remember the Father. You have to make so much effort. The Father says, even amongst my children, they are the highest, the average, and the lowest ones. When others come here, they think that these are impure, old world. Nevertheless, because they are serving this yagya, they have to be given regard. The Father is the one with the many methods. Otherwise, this is the tower of silence, the holiest of holy towers, the holiest of holy. Father sits here and makes the world holy. No one impure should come here. But the Father says, I have come to purify all of those children who are impure. I too have a part in this play. Acha, to the sweet, blood, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father Bapdada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children. Essence for Dharana. First, look at your own chart and check yourself. How much charity have I accumulated? To what extent have I? This soul becomes Sado Pradhan. Settle all your accounts by staying in remembrance. Second, in order to claim a scholarship, become serviceable and benefit many and beloved by the Father. Become a teacher and show the path to many others. Blessing, may you be an image that attracts souls with your angelic form and give them all a right to earth the inheritance. Wear such a sparkling dress of your angelic form that you are able to attract souls to your form far away. Then liberate them all from being beggars and give them a right to inheritance. For this, become an embodiment of this knowledge, an embodiment of remembrance, and an embodiment of all divine virtues. Your flying stage will show everyone your walking and moving angelic form, which is going to become your deity form. This is the stage of being a bestower and being the bestower of blessing. Slogan: in order to know the intentions in the minds of others, remain constantly stable in the stage of Manmanabhav. With your powerful mind, do the service of giving shakas. The mirror of the power of your mind are your words and your actions, whether it is souls who have this knowledge or those who don't have this knowledge, in relationship and connections with both of them. Your words and actions have to be filled with good wishes and pure feelings. Those who have a powerful and pure mind will automatically have powerful and pure words and accents which will be full and good wishes. A powerful mind means the power of remembrance will able to elevate it powerful. Such souls will be, say, easy yogis. Om Shanti.